Hello, friends. Welcome back. We are getting ready to start a new year, the year 2020. That just sounds so crazy to me. Where did the time go? So, last year I shared quite a few recipes with you for the Daniel fast, and there was, I feel like a lot of people really enjoyed those recipes. A lot of people did the fast that had never done it before because they don't know what to eat and what's acceptable and what's not. So I wanted to make this video today to maybe help you be more successful during your fast. So number one on my list would be focus on God and not the fast. That might sound completely crazy because we're doing the fast and there's like guidelines for what you can and can't eat. But my saying focus on God and not the fast is because God is your purpose. Having a relationship with Him, getting your prayers answered, and being connected to Him is the purpose for your fast. The fast itself, unless you're on a diet, is not your purpose. So don't get hung up on what you can and can't eat. Yes, there's a guideline, but don't feel like you have to follow it or lightning's going to strike you, because it's not going to happen. And I can't emphasize this enough. Your fast is between you and the Lord, no one else. So worry about what you're eating. Don't worry about what other people are eating. There's a ton of videos out there on recipes. If you don't agree with something someone's adding to that recipe, don't put it in yours. It's as simple as that. So, number 2 on my list is don't give up if you slip up. This is a very hard fast for a lot of people. It's easier when you've done it for so many years. It's just part of your yearly routine. But if you're new at it, it's a very hard fast to follow. So if you slip up and eat a cookie or add creamer to your coffee or something, don't feel like you blew it. I actually had people comment on some of my videos last year, oh, you added this to that recipe. You blew it. You might as well quit the fast now. No, God is not so critical of anyone that He's going to say, well, you blew it. Just confess that you made a mistake and move on and pick up the fast where you left off. It's very simple. Number 3, make a list of things that you want to pray about and set time aside to do it. Turn off the TV, turn off your cell phone, and focus on the Lord. Make a list, like I said. My great-grandma always made a list of people to pray for and things to pray for, and it just helps keep you focused. So a couple of things that I pray for are protection for my husband, myself, my children, grandchildren, our finances, our marriage, our ministry, all the things that we have planned for that year. I pray for being sensitive to the voice of the Lord, and it's easy. His voice is a still small voice, so it can get drowned out by the loud stuff that's going on in the world, and I want to be sensitive to Him. And I pray for the church as a whole, and I pray for America's leadership. I think that's very important to be praying for. I pray for wisdom in daily life, situations, relationships, and even financial stuff, just everything, for just wisdom and guidance. Those are just a couple of things. I would say choose Bible verses to stand on with those things. You can do that. If you don't know what verses to look for, just Google it. It's so simple. We live in an age where it's so easy to just Google Bible verses about wisdom in finances, Bible verses about protection over our children, or, whatever it is that you're looking for. Stand on those verses. Number 4, take time to read your Bible. It is just as important to read your Bible as it is to pray. I can do a separate video if you guys want to know, what are good things to be reading during the Daniel fast. Some books are better than others. So, yeah, it's very important to be reading. That's how you're going to hear the Lord in the strongest way. And all over the Bible, it talks about how important it is to read your Bible. So, number 5, set a goal for your fast and stick to it. So, if you fear that you're not going to be able to make it for 21 days, set your goal for 10 days. It doesn't have to be 21 days. And you could go longer if you want. You might set your goal for 10 days and feel like it's going really well. You feel great. And you might feel like you want to go longer. But definitely set goals for yourself. And kind of goes back to that, make a list. And it just makes it so much easier. So I will say number 1 Bible verse that comes to my mind for the Daniel fast is 1 Samuel 15:22. Obedience is better than sacrifice. You are sacrificing your food, the things that you love, for answered prayers throughout this year. But God is more pleased with the obedience of doing the fast than the sacrifice. So don't get hung up on little things. Don't get hung up on what you're eating, what other people are eating. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gives you some ideas and a little bit of clarity. And I guess I will talk to you guys in the next video. So until then, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.